Were you aware that in older age, much of the harm isn't from illness but from minor missteps? It's not always heart issues or memory decline or even poor eating habits that steal joy and independence in later life. Often it's the silent patterns we slip into without meaning to. This video is for those in their 60s, 70s, and beyond who hope to grow older with power, not sorrow. If you've ever asked yourself, is this truly the life I pictured at this point? You're not alone. The fact is, many well-meaning people fall into routines that slowly damage their wellness, bonds, and inner peace, not out of neglect but because they believe it's just part of aging. In this video we'll reveal 5 of the most frequent and harmful errors seniors make, missteps that nearly 97% of people walk into without even knowing, each one backed by research, real examples, and the quiet price they carry. When this video ends you'll see these pitfalls clearly and learn how to move past them. Now let's begin. Mistake 1: surrendering control too soon. A huge error many seniors commit is letting go of control too early. Maybe it's over finances, their home, or everyday choices. Often it comes from a good place: I just want to help my children. Or, let someone else take care of it. Though it seems gentle, this small retreat often causes something deeper: learned helplessness. When you no longer manage your money, pick your meals, or speak your mind, you don't just lose options. You lose identity. Your mind slows, your courage dims, and before long you're a guest in your own story. Experts call it the trap of reliance. It starts when elders assume they can't do things, though really they just haven't done them in a while. Being cared for can feel safe, but in time it wears down your sense of self. Take Harold as an example. He's 76, and after his wife died his grown kids began deciding everything for him. Paying his bills, picking up his groceries, even sorting his pills. His kids handled it all. At first, Harold felt grateful, but within months he began forgetting basic things. He stopped going out and once said to me, "I don't even feel like myself anymore. I feel like baggage being passed around." If that sounds familiar in your own life, here's the truth. It's not too late to turn things around. Start with small steps. Reclaim a task you once did. Maybe cook your own meals weekly or manage your own spending. It's not about doing it all alone but staying present, staying connected, and above all, keeping your sense of self, because the second you hand over full control is the moment your world starts to shrink. Don't wait until your voice is lost to realize its worth. Mistake 2: cutting yourself off from people. Many assume solitude in older age means calm and comfort, but for most, isolation becomes a quiet threat. Skipping out on gatherings, avoiding friends, or long calls with family can harm both mind and body. Loneliness isn't just an emotion, it shrinks the brain, weakens your immunity, and raises the risk of illness. This happens most to those who live alone or lost their spouse. They think, "I don't want to trouble anyone," or "staying in is simpler," but that often costs them their mental spark. Take Grace for example, 72. After her husband's passing, she gave up cards and church events. She thought she was easing others' load, but instead she felt foggy and blue. Her doctor said social contact mattered as much as any prescription. We're built for connection. Our brains thrive on oxytocin and dopamine, chemicals that fight stress and lift mood. When those fade, sadness and fear step in. Often without even realizing it, people drift into isolation. It's key to know that staying connected doesn't mean your days must be busy. Even a call, a note, or a short chat helps maintain vital ties. The goal is to remain seen and involved in some way, no matter how small, because loneliness is a quiet destroyer of spirit, and escaping it can be one of the most life-giving choices you make. If you're still watching and these thoughts are resonating with you, drop a 2 in the comments so I know you're with me. And if you haven't subscribed yet, hit that button and turn on the bell so you won't miss new videos. Your support helps us keep sharing content that informs and uplifts. Now moving on. Mistake 3: ignoring physical activity. One of the most harmful things older people do is stop moving regularly. It's not about becoming a gym goer or lifting weights, it's simply about keeping your body active. Even in small daily ways, when we stop moving, our muscles fade, bones weaken, and balance declines, making falls more likely. Many assume aches or tiredness mean rest is better, but often, gentle movement is the cure. It boosts blood flow, strengthens the heart, and keeps joints fluid. Plus it sparks endorphins that brighten mood and clear the mind. Meet Walter, age 79. After retiring he quit walking and gardening, thinking he was just worn out. In months his legs weakened and he stumbled often, but with just 10 minutes of walking a day, his strength and energy came back. Movement doesn't need to be formal. Light stretching, Tai Chi, dancing or using light weights can work. What matters is routine. Regular motion helps preserve strength and independence. Aging slows when we stay active. Ignoring movement is like parking your car with no fuel. It may turn on but it won't go far. Keep your body moving and keep your freedom alive. Many older folks see tech as puzzling or overwhelming and so they choose to avoid it, but in today's digital world, ignoring basic tech tools can cut you off from essential care, contact, and self-reliance. Whether it's virtual doctor visits or video chats with loved ones, technology is a bridge, not a wall. I met Linda, age 70, who once refused to use a phone or laptop saying, "It's too tricky." She felt isolated and disconnected, but after her granddaughter showed her a few easy apps, everything changed. She began chatting daily and got reminders for her medicines. Avoiding tech isn't just missing comfort, it fuels loneliness and dependence. Learning new things, even digital ones, keeps the brain sharp and socially active. Plus, smart tools now help seniors manage meds, appointments, and daily health. You don't need to become an expert. Start small. Send a message, make a video call, try a health app. Using tech keeps you informed and in touch. 2 keys to thriving in later life. Avoiding it may seem easier now but limits your well-being over time. If you're still watching and this helped you, type 4 in the comments and don't forget to subscribe and turn on the bell. Your support helps us keep making videos that matter. Now let's continue. Mistake 5: not setting limits with adult kids. Too many older adults feel they must say yes to every request from grown children. It feels loving but often drains your time, wallet, and energy. Without limits, you shift from parent to caretaker. Meet James, 75, a retired engineer who always said yes even when it meant giving money he couldn't afford or doing tasks that left him tired. Over time he felt empty and disconnected from the very people he meant to help. He didn't see that his lack of boundaries was weakening his family ties. Limits aren't cold. They're caring. They show respect for yourself and others and they keep relationships balanced. Learning to say no gently protects your time, health, and peace. Experts agree that boundaries are key to staying independent and feeling valued. Without them you risk burnout. Even with loved ones, your life is yours and it's okay to protect it. Healthy boundaries allow you to love fully without losing yourself. When limits are missing, it often leads to burnout, money stress, and even quiet resentment on both sides. When you avoid setting boundaries, you risk becoming a full-time helper instead of living your own life. James, a retired 75-year-old engineer, always said yes to his kids, even when it meant giving money he didn't have or doing tasks that left him worn out. Years later, he felt exhausted and distant from the very family he wanted to support. He hadn't realized that saying yes all the time was damaging those bonds. Setting limits isn't selfish, it's self-respect. It opens space for healthier connections where both people's needs are respected. Learning to say no kindly can protect your energy, savings, and emotional balance. Psychologists say that for seniors, boundary setting is crucial to keep dignity and independence. Without them, it's easy to feel overwhelmed or taken for granted even by those you love. Remember, your life is still yours and protecting your peace is perfectly okay. Healthy boundaries allow you to care without losing yourself. Now for some closing thoughts as we end this video. Pause and think about the 5 mistakes we explored, habits that 97% of older adults fall into often without knowing which one spoke to you most. Maybe you noticed 1 or 2 in yourself or in someone close to you. Awareness is the first step. When you see these patterns clearly, you gain power to change them. Aging doesn't mean fading away, it means getting wiser about what matters and making choices that honor your strength and spirit. These mistakes aren't final. They're just habits, and habits can shift one step at a time. We'd love to hear from you. Drop a comment and share what insight stood out or what change you'll try first. Your story could guide someone else and help grow a community where aging means thriving. If this video helped you, please like, subscribe, and pass it on to someone who needs it. Your support keeps this mission going. Thank you for watching and we hope to see you again soon.